what would the team take from today's overall performance?
I think it was a better day. We're not going to lie to you, it was a little bit disappointing how we finished the day yesterday after being in such a commanding position. But again, credit to Bangladesh for wrestling their way back into there. They showed us what is possible and how to bowl on that wicket. I think today we improved with the ball as we went on. As session by session we got better, we held our line and lengths better, we asked more challenging questions. So I think that's something we can take from it, is actually we are progressing and getting better. The more, obviously, we're out in the field. So we'll take that from it, take the positive from that, and then come back tomorrow, continue to squeeze Bangladesh, and continue to try and force the wickets on what is a pretty flat deck and good for batting on.
It's a sort of wicket where a different bowler or no one would have made really a big difference. I mean, there's a talk about Jayawardene not playing. Is there any regret about those things?
No, I think we've got a good balance in the team there. I think what we have to do is the disciplines have to be very good. We saw when we batted, when Bangladesh bowlers bowled straight on a good length, it was very difficult to score. And I think it is a bit of a war of attrition out there at the moment. We're trying to put enough pressure on each other that the opposition or we crack. And that's what we're trying to do. And it's all done by pressure because the wicket isn't doing a great deal. There's not a great deal of pace in it. So I think people have just got to be ultimately very disciplined in the approach that we take. Please. And patient.
Well, 3 wickets taken and 3 dropped catches. How are you considering this?
Yeah, I mean, obviously the wickets we were very pleased with. Kassan coming in, obviously, as a concussion replacement. I thought he made an impact on the game immediately, which was great. Great to see him do that as well. And obviously the 3 catches is not good enough. On a wicket that is offering very little, we have to be more disciplined. I keep using the word discipline. I mean, we have to be more disciplined in our fielding. We need to catch those catches. You give too many chances and people punish you. I mean, we saw it with Angie. He got missed a couple of times. He went on and got 199. So it's happened to both sides, and I can imagine both sides are regretting putting those catches down. But it's certainly something we will be addressing and working very hard to put right.
Please.
Well, Coach, Vishay Fernando, you got concussion yesterday afternoon. Then after the tea break, he batted for at least 4 overs.
Yes.
Then today he bowled like 6 or 7 overs. Then he reported that he has some problems regarding the concussion. This is in the protocol, but is it a smart or clever move that you replaced him because he was becoming a bit expensive as a bowler, and you just mentioned that you brought in Kassan Rajitha, who just took the wicket of Mominul Haq. So how is Vishay doing now, and do you think you have taken the advantage of the law by replacing him?
No, I think you're looking at this all wrong, if I'm honest. The players' welfare is the utmost priority for all of us. The fact is, he did get a hit on the head yesterday. As the day went on, he started showing more and more symptoms. So first and foremost, we have to make sure that he's okay. And that is why he had to leave the game. The fact that Kassan's come in and made an instant impact is because Kassan bowled very well. So actually, no, we haven't taken advantage of the situation. What we have done is try to look after our player.
নগদে বিল দিলে কোনো চার্জ কাটে না।
দেশি নগদে বেশি লাভ।
Please.
Would Bangladesh still have Tamil Iqbal in the dressing room and Sakib Gupta? Do you think Bangladesh have an advantage over you at this point?
I think it's a very well-balanced game. I think tomorrow morning's session will be key. It'd be interesting to see how Bangladesh come out and play if they try and push things on, because the scoring rate as it is, come lunchtime they should be somewhere around level with us. With 5 sessions left in the game from there on, it'd be interesting to see how Bangladesh play it, to be honest. We will keep our approach of trying to restrict the runs, but equally we know that we have some very good players to come in that can move the run rate on should they require. So it should be a good challenge tomorrow.
Please.
Coach, the opening stand was pretty hard to break, but we eventually got Hamdullah Sanjay out, even after a drop catch went big. So how much of an impact, or what was their plan? Because some of the faster bowlers were targeting the rib cage area.
Yep.
And was that a plan devised by the former under-management coach of Bangladesh?
It was plan B. We were trying to obviously hold the line and length and make life very difficult to score. That wasn't at that moment in time particularly successful. We were leaking runs and we were going for boundaries, so we had to change the plan. And I thought the skipper did exceptionally well, and I thought Asifa carried the plan out very well. He executed the plan well and got his reward. But it was a great first wicket stand. I mean, I've got to give Bangladesh credit there. It was a very, very tough stand to break, was that, and they made us work really hard.
Please. Do you find any possibility to have results from this test for Sri Lanka?
I will tell you at lunchtime tomorrow. I think we will know more about it then. It'd be interesting again to see how Bangladesh come out and play this now.
Please.
Is there also sort of a feeling that each team, like both teams are waiting for each other's mistakes, especially with the back in the second innings, which could actually draw a result, bring a result?
I think we are, because there's very little happening with the wicket and any turn that there is slow. What we have to do, it's like I say, it's a war of attrition. We're trying to pressure people into making mistakes. And what we saw today is some batters that weren't willing to take risk and played very well and took, the calculated shots, and they waited for the bad ball. So it was good batting. But yeah, it's like I say, it's going to be interesting to see what happens tomorrow and see what happens if people do try and force a result.
Please.
Coach, if Sri Lanka restricts Bangladesh with a moderate lead, then how will be Sri Lanka batting in second innings? What will be your strategy? Will you score fast, or will you be batting to set the pace?
I'll tell you tomorrow. It's a fair point, but I'll tell you tomorrow.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Just coming in tomorrow in the press conference.
Is it? Thank you very much.